sweeties. Hello! Happy Sunday! I'm running some errands. It's a little hot for sure, but it's manageable. And how are you spending this weekend? Because my weekend, oh boy, was my weekend full of surprises. And brings me to one very important topic. And the topic is we in America are starting to shift towards not teaching young girls around their period, around their body, like how certain things work, all those things. And guess what? Me in my 30s have to learn all those things. In fact, I don't even know how to put this in words. On Friday, I had such a big mood shift that I thought that was like something wrong with me, like I'm being negative or whatever. Only to realize on Saturday that it's all happening because of my period. And my period is not right now. It is going to be, which is the interesting part, that we often think a woman only I'm like, don't even know how to express this, because I had to learn everything on my own, and I had to learn it the hard way. Like, I'm learning it right now. Like, if I knew when I was younger that my body throughout the month goes through so many changes, and I'm not even bleeding, like my period is not even yet here, but to get to it there is such a long process, I think I would have a much easier time now. I would understand it, I would work with it. It's something that I'm doing now, but it just shows how important it is to teach girls in school and boys about a woman's body. She's not just a machine to make babies. She's not just a thing. She's a human being, and unlike a man, she goes through so many changes throughout her whole life. Like, majority of our lives as women, we go through changes. Even when our periods end, there's new changes, new things that men don't experience anywhere close to the level that we do. So that's how my weekend has been. I've been dealing with myself, and oh boy, the peace and how much better I felt when I realized that whatever I'm going through in these couple of days is really normal, and it's just the hormones that are messing with me. They're messing with my thinking, my feeling, my way of seeing myself, my life, everything. I am lucky that I married a man who cares about these things, okay? A man who, when he saw me react, he was like, babe, don't worry, it's just the hormones. If he didn't say that to me, I wouldn't have even realized that I'm reacting because of my hormones, because I was being so hard on myself to the point that I was crying, and I was like, I'm just like not worthy anything, my life is a shit, all these things. And I'm like, and then he's like, babe, they're hormones. And I'm like, no, it can't be, like my period is so far out. Only to realize that my period is really not that far out. And also, it's not soon. It's just really hard to explain, because you literally only have like 1 week where you are fine, where there's like barely, like there's very little or minimum hormonal changes. The rest of the 3 weeks, you're like this. Like, so much stuff is going on in our bodies. So yeah, I really wanted to make this video that I know that if I, as a little girl, was taught about my body, knew how to handle it, now that I'm older, I would just know how to deal with things. I would have something in place, whatever that might be. I don't even know what it is right now, but like, I'm only learning about my body now. And when I was younger, and I would like act in such a ways that I'm like upset and mad, and I don't understand why I'm upset and mad, or why this bothers me that didn't bother me yesterday but it bothers me today. Like all those things that is even hard for me to put in words would all make sense. And we really need more education, not less education. So yeah, this is how my weekend is going. I'm just running errands and learning about myself and being compassionate, patient, loving, because I need to do it. And I would love for my kids one day to have that which I didn't have, and that is that education, both from me as a parent and also from the society, because we put so much pressure on the parents, and we have to remember it takes a village to raise a child, and it's something that we have stepped away. We have stepped away from it so much. So now it's time to closely connect to that again. What is your experience with periods? And I'm actually asking everyone, because everyone is impacted by them. Even though the pressure is mainly on the woman, everyone gets impacted, because we all, even the men, all have women in their lives. So I would like to know, what is your experience with periods, with education, with understanding your body, with understanding a woman's body? And I just want to add this last part. The worst of it all is when the men that are in your life, and this was my experience in the past, would make you feel like you're crazy, like you're sick, like there's something wrong with you, because you were just reacting to things, just reacting. You don't really understand why, but things just start to bother you. You can wake up in a bad mood. You can have horrible dreams. You can all of a sudden dislike something that you love usually. You expect things to be a certain way that on days when you're completely fine, you don't. The hardest part of it all is that you as a woman adopt this guilty feeling, and you just feel so much guilt about you being a certain way and reacting a certain way, because the men around you do not want to understand, do not want to work with you, they don't want to learn. They just love putting you in a little box and making you feel like shit. And I'm speaking specifically, that is the experience I've had from my father specifically. Just the macho culture is so high out there that those men have little to no care about you and what you're going through. It's like, suck it up, bitch. I don't care. And just, we don't care. We don't care. Your job is to just stay home, cook, clean, make kids, And that's it. And it's really sad. And it does not help the woman, and it does not help the man in this society. It just really does not help anybody. So let's work together. Let's work together. I really think we should learn how to work together, teach each other, love each other, be there for each other. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the video here. So may you all have a fabulous rest of the weekend, and sending you lots of love and lots of healing. Do the healing work. That will free you of so much and will educate you like it's educating me. So bye now. Subscribe.